It's cheap and cheerful. Cup rice, the staple diet of students in Noyangjin, an area famous for its specialised schools. Students come here to prepare for the civil service exam, one of the few remaining career jobs with security in South Korea. They hope new President Moon Jae-in's first speech to Parliament will address their job needs.
I think the President has good intentions. I hope that his speech is not to attract short-term popularity, but to create jobs in the long term for students preparing for civil servant exams.
But outside of the civil service, the employment situation is becoming increasingly bleak. Unemployment for April was at 4.2%, the highest ever for that month. For youth, those between 15 and 29 years of age, it soared to over 12% in February. It was the defining issue of the national election in May, and one which swept the Democratic Party's Moon Jae-in to power with a 41% majority. He campaigned here in Noyangjin and promised to increase civil service jobs and to support small to medium enterprises. In his first State of the Nation address, he called on Parliament to give him the budget he will need to start his economic reform or face a national crisis.
If we leave our current jobless situation as is, there are concerns it may later return to us as an economic crisis. Of course, this is difficult to solve immediately. However, at the very least, we should do something we can do right now. By setting up an extra budget, we should be able to improve employment and prevent the growing of income inequality.
Polls suggest Moon's approval rating is between 80 and 90%, the highest among South Korean presidents since 1987. To deny his budget request to tackle the biggest issue facing this country would put the opposition at even greater odds with an electorate that has demanded change. South Korea's economy grew by 2.7% last year, way ahead of other industrialised nations. But despite this relative prosperity, many Koreans have largely missed out, something Moon Jae-in is planning to rectify. Craig Leeson, Al Jazeera, Seoul.